All right, everybody, we are live. The draft session for the winter season of House Party 5v5 is going to get started. Hope all of our captains are ready to go. We've had a slight change in the captain lineup. Prez is going to be picking first, and we're going to go ahead and start that timer. Prez has 2 minutes to get his first pick locked in. Platinum 2 player is available for draft. Certainly the highest player in the draft list. And certainly going to be a contested pick as well. We'll see exactly what Prez decides to pick up. And he has locked in his decision here. We're getting a pick coming in right now. Absolutely no surprise there at all. Fuzzy Jeebus, a very high priority pick. Support, great choice coming across from him. We're going to go ahead and reset that timer. Penguins going to be up now for the pick. Now, Penguins has a lot of options at this point. He got a good support player taken away from him in the first round, but I think he's had his eye on a specific player. And we'll see if he ends up changing his mind, but at this point, I think he's got his eyes on a certain platinum player. Of course, Nitric did change things up in the mix a little bit. We did have to move him down from the captain slot due to a scheduling conflict. Having that Platinum 2 available certainly got to be looking tempting for Penguins as he approaches this one. He's got 1 minute left to decide here. And it looks like we are going to have a pick coming in now. Definitely one of the top priority picks in the league. Yun Opa is a fantastic AD carry. He is a big risk taker, but a lot of the time those risks end up paying off, and that is going to be a solid pick going over to Penguins. Hi, I'm Peaches is up next for the draft, and we started the timer. Peaches has the opportunity to grab himself a good strong early pick here, but we will see what he decides to pick up. I have not heard a lot of scouting information coming across from Peaches. Of course, he's normally a quiet guy, but definitely a technically skilled player, and he's got to be looking at the technical skill of a lot of the players on the draft list. Still quite a few platinum players left. Good amount to choose from here. Killing Force, great AD carry. Nitric still in the mix. He's kind of a wild card here. I don't think a lot of people did a lot of research on him just because of the fact that he was a captain, but he's got a high ranking, and he's certainly a player that could be good to pick up. But I think Peaches has settled himself on who he wants to play. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that and see what he locked in. Yep, that's right. Wumplebuff going to be going over to High on Peaches. That is going to reset our timer. Looks like Apricot going to be up next. Wumplebuff, great AD carry. We got a lot of ADs in our pool here, but it's not surprising to me to see people fill that slot out immediately right off the bat. Apricot coming up next here, and he is not wasting any time at all. He's got his mind on a certain player for sure, and I think this pick is going to shock the world. Stand by. Are you ready for this? That is right. Gold 2 player Simrim. Zed Orianna Fizz mid main has certainly the ability to go support. Good deep champion pool on that role, and Apricot choosing to dip down into the gold. If the draft goes all platinum from here on out, he will not be able to get a platinum player on his team, but he knows what he wants his composition to be, and that certainly was a very risky move. We're already on to Kamaflare. Kamaflare has his 2 minutes, and he will be able to pick, not wasting any time at all. That's what we all knew you were going to do. Kamaflare deciding to play it safe and pick himself up somebody that he knows. And I don't think anybody's going to be surprised by this one. These two have played together on a number of occasions. They're very comfortable. Kamaflare going to head into the support role now, definitely that he's picked himself an AD carry to pair with here. And that's no surprise to anyone that has seen Kamaflare play. Yes, his Katarina is on point, deadly, very hard to play against, but his support game is what got him to Diamond, and no surprise at all that he wants to pick a very strong AD carry over there in that slot. So we are going to head over to Jaren at this point. Jaren is up, and let's see what he ends up taking. Not a lot of scouting reports coming in from Jaren, but he's had his mind made up right now, and we'll see what he ends up taking out of this round. That's right, Wobad. Wobad going to be going over to Jaren. Very solid pick. Recently got himself to Platinum 4. Vayne's Ezreal, Vayne, Caitlyn. Good all-around technical player on the AD carry role. Excellent pickup coming across for Jaren. Lord Merc, the timer has started, and he has the opportunity to grab his first pick of the draft. We are almost done with our first round of picking. All the captains pretty much knew what they wanted going in. That this is no different for Lord Merc. He's got his mind made up. That's right, another Platinum AD carry going to be taken off the pool list. So great choice for him. Horse Doctor, the lone wolf in the tournament. Certainly the least known player in this mix. Came out of nowhere and signed up to participate. He's going to have his first pick of the draft here. His actual first 2 picks. And he's been doing his research. Certainly. That's right, Yoichi going to be going over to Horse Doctor. That ends the first round of play. Yoichi, a very strong mid lane player. Picking up a mid at this point is a great strategy. With so many AD carries in all the divisions being on the table. Very good play coming across from Horse Doctor, picking up Yoichi, and we are getting the second pick coming across right now. It's going to be Nitrix. Sorry, we don't have a slide for you. We'll just pretend. Alright, Horse Doctor picking up the Platinum 2 out of the group. It's back to Lord Merc now. We are snaking this draft back and forth So pick number 8 in round 1 is pick number 2 in round 2, or pick number 1 in round 2. So Lord Merc is back up to the plate. Let's see what he ends up deciding. A lot of good options on the table at this point. He has made his decision. We've got a pick coming in right now. Sorry, Rigel Q, great top lane champion. He's very competent in his role, and he is going to be going over as Lord Merc's second pick of the round. Jaren now getting an opportunity. We're going to go ahead and reset the timer for him. Jaren not wasting any time on his second round pick either. It looks like everybody down the line is pretty much getting what they wanted out of this draft. Official pick coming in now. That's right, the gold 2 mid lane main, Jarrett, going to be going over to Jaren. Great pickup there. We still have a platinum on the table, and we are already into our fourth pick of the round. Camouflare has the helm. He's got some decision making to go over here. 2 platinum players left. That leaves Apricot in a good position. He can still pick up a platinum player this round. We'll see what he decides to do with that. Camouflare going to have some choices to make here. He needs to pick himself up a good mid lane player, top lane, or jungle. Very difficult to decide exactly what you want at this phase in the draft, but it does look like he's made his decision fairly quickly on that, and we're seeing a pick come across right now. That's right, Tetrim 2, gold 1 mid main, going to be going to Camouflare. Still 2 platinum players left on the table. Surprises coming across in this draft. I did not expect things to jump around like that until we got through drafting all of our platinum players out. But Orange Media Zark still on the table. We're going to have to reset this timer here. That's going to give Apricot 2 minutes to make his decision, and he does not need those 2 minutes. He's already made his decision. He knows what he wants. He wants to take, well, we call him Ben. I think that's what it says in Chinese. Gold 1 AD carry main, gonna be going over to him. Next up the plate going to be Apricot. I'm gonna reset the timer for him. Let's get Ben back in that column there. There we go. High on Peach is up next. Wumple buff already picked for him. Who does he have in mind? So we're seeing a lot of dipping down into the gold here. 4 gold players drafted from as low as gold 2. A few gold 1s, still 2 platinum players on the table. Peaches locking in his decision. We should see that coming across our table any second now. That's right, another gold 2 player gonna be headed onto the draft table here, taken out of the pick pool, and we'll see what ends up coming up next. Penguins already has a solid AD carry. Looking at his options laid out before him here, certainly a lot of gold players left on the table. Orange Media and Zark still sitting there, hoping to get picked up by a team. Both players play fairly well. whereas we are almost to the end of the second round of play. Penguins taking his time thinking about it, but he's made up his mind here.
Yeah. Yeah, my internet just came back on.
Fantastic. All right, we've got Jarrett here with us co-casting, and it looks like that pick coming across for Penguins right now. So looking like Orange Media going to get picked up for Penguins there. Strong mid laner coming across for him, and Prez is the last one left to pick in this round. He's made his decision already. Everybody fairly comfortable with the champion pools here. We have not seen a lot of indecision. Oh, Prez already making his last pick of the round. Platinum 5 jungler, highest rated jungler in the league. Going to be going over Sark to Prez. Prez has the option now to pick again. Not going to take any time to think about things. Already sending a pick over to the caster's desk. Gold 1 mid lane player. I have seen his Zir on a few occasions. Fairly good player. Great pickup for Prez. He got himself 2 players right out of the top middle of the pack there. That's the advantage of going first. Right now, Horse Doctor sitting on 2 of the highest rated players in the league, though. All evens out in the end. Penguins going to make his pick now. He's sending that one over to us. Guy knows exactly what he wants, and we've got that pick coming in right now, guys. Well, that's not quite correct. Looks like Penguin's gonna pick up Milkshake. Sorry, Dave. Today's not your day. Alright, we're on to Peaches now. Peach is going to have his opportunity to pick up his 3rd pick of the draft. We've reset the timer for him. Still got a fair amount of gold players, and as high rated as gold 3, so he's in a fairly good position to pick himself up some talent. Little bit of indecision coming across for him now as we get into this round. 30 seconds have passed on the pick timer so far. Peaches has made up his mind, though. He's sending his pick over to us right now. Proceed to feed. Good. Gold 3 jungler. Great pickup for pick 3. Not bad at all for Peaches. The pick going to pass to Apricot now. Apricot looking to make his 3rd pick of the round. Already picked himself up Simrim and Ben, so he's got himself a good base from which to build there, and it looks like he's going to pick one of the outliers here. Gold 5, mid lane, main, Odin's son. going to be taken by Apricot there. That is a great pick. Seen Odin play on quite a few occasions, and he has got some talent. So excellent third pick for Apricot. Camaflare looking to make his third pick here. The talent pool is winding down. All of our platinum players are gone. Over half of our gold players are gone as well. Highest rated player left is gold 3. Of course, Camaflare already looking at having his bot lane filled up. Not sure where he's going to put Tetrin. I would imagine that Tetrin is going to be heading into mid lane. He listed a few good mid laners in his sign up form. He's going to want to fill out his jungle and his top spot right here. And which one is he going to save for last? Timer ticking past the 30-second mark. It's looking like Camaflare has made his decision. Gold 5 jungler going to Camaflare. Good pickup for him there. The pick is going to pass to Jaren. He's going to get a chance to decide who he wants third player to be. Of course, he's already got himself a mid laner. He's already got himself possibly a bottom lane. Not quite sure where Wobad is going to go in this draft. He's got a lot of versatility, but definitely that AD carry role is his comfort zone. So could see him on that. Not quite too sure what Jaren is going to be playing either, but these last few picks should give us a little bit more insight. He's going to get the chance to pick from the top end on the last round. Him along with Merc, Doctor, and possibly Flare, depending on the picks that come across. We'll see. We are approaching the 1 minute mark for the round. Jaren taking a look at his talent pool that's left. Odin's Son, not left. A lot of options on the table, but very difficult decisions to make. We are at 1 minute 25 seconds. He has got just over 30 seconds left to pick, and looks like, yes, he has made his decision in time. John the Great is strong on Jinx. Corki Lucian as an AD carry. Going to be playing certainly a secondary role in this draft. We will see where that ends up heading to. We are getting to Lord Merc. We're going to reset the timer for him, and he's going to make his third pick of the draft. We've got 4 gold players left. We'll be getting down into our silvers next round after the first 2 picks, more than likely. Quite a lot of diversity down in the silver pool. A lot of people are thinking that those 6 players are going to be what decides the league. They're certainly the bottom 8. Lord Merc locking in his decision now. Let's see what he's come up with. Certainly a pick that he knows well, played with before. Sinful Baggins going to be going over to Lord Merc. So already that is the highest rated silver pick in the draft. A silver 3 getting picked up before 4 gold players in the 3rd round. Highest a silver will be picked in this draft. So Sinful Baggins got to be feeling good about that. His friend decided to pull him in. That familiarity, it makes a big difference. Horse Doctor already got his finger on the trigger lightning fast with those picks coming across. We are seeing the first one headed in right now. Grabbing himself a gold for support. Not a surprise there. Good, solid, all-around pick coming from him. Great summoner to pair with a good support. And the second decision from Horse Doctor going to be made very shortly here. We are getting that one coming across our desk. And that rounds it out for Horse Doctor. He has got his 5. Horse Doctor, Yoichi, Nitric, Safasan, and Burgle, all going to be on the first ever team created for House Party 5v5. Lord Merc has his option open. He's going to round out his team now and pick up his 5th. Good options open available to him right now. And it looks like he's made up his mind. Yeah, we're seeing that pick come across right now. Support player main going across to Merc. Definitely the players are thinking at this stage of the draft about not just the rank of the players in the draft, but also about how they're going to fill their remaining roster spots. Do you pick a higher rated player when you need a support and that player doesn't main support? Or do you pick the lower rated player that has main support? It's a big decision to have to make. Jaren is up to the plate now. He's got himself a decision to make. I don't see him going into the silver roster here. I think he's going to reach as high as he can if I know him. But I have been surprised several times this round. Certainly the silver player going in the 3rd round was a big shocker there. We are just past the 40-second mark. Minute 20 left on the clock for Jaren's pick. He's got 3 gold players, 3 silver players. Iconic, pretty good support. Domo Senpai, definitely a solid all-around jungle pick. You know, if the lowest player I had on my team was a gold 3, I would be very confident about my chances. But again, not sure what Jaren needs at this point. Does he need a jungler on his team? We are approaching minute and 20 seconds. Jared has 40 seconds left on the clock to get this pick locked in. 30 seconds now. It is down to the wire. Certainly the longest we've seen anybody take. At this point, he has got to be biting his nails, trying to figure out what he's going to pick up. 15 seconds left on the clock now for Jaren. Got to type something in. If he doesn't make it, that pick will get deferred. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Looks like we have a pick just in the nick of time. Jaren trying to make us all bite our nails and wait, but he locked it in before the 2-minute mark hit. We're seeing it come across the desk right now. Domo Senpai, another 80 carry main, going to be going over to Jaren. That leaves Camouflare up on the board. We're going to reset the timer for him. He's got some tough decisions to make. These last few rounds might be nope. He knows exactly what he wants. Camouflare has locked in his pick. And we have Dr. Sundry. Gold 5 mid. Looks like Comfler going to be taking him possibly into a different role. We'll see what all tricks Dr. Sundry has up his sleeve. Apricot up next to pick. Yeah, he's quite adamant about his selection there. With just barely 10 seconds left on the clock. Barely 10 seconds on the clock. Jerry Sandusky, Silver 3 mid lane player. Solid late pickup. I would be happy with that one. Going over to Apricot. We are down to the wire. Iconic, the only gold player left on the board at the moment. Sitting at a gold 4 support. Would have suspected support players to have gone earlier in this draft. High on Peaches is up, and he has got minute 45 left to make his decision. Only between 3 players. Peach is a Platinum 2 player at the moment. He's taking a look at his numbers, deciding where to fill his holes at, and I think he's got himself a halfway decent idea. Looks like we are going to see a pick coming across right now. Stand by. Last gold player off the board. Going to be going over to Peach's Iconic support main. We'll see what he ends up bringing to the table. That rounds it out for Peaches. Ping wins. Got 1 pick left. Going to go ahead and reset the timer for him. He will be the last player picking for the draft phase of our winter tournament series. Got 2 choices to make. Mango Dave, Silver 5 support, or Dr. Peyote, Silver 4 top lane mate. Whatever he decides to pick, whatever's left over, going to go to Prez. At this point, Dr. Peyote, a little bit of an unknown, hasn't logged a lot of games with the core group, and Dave has seen some play here recently. Players have got a chance to feel him out. He's logged on, talked to people, so he could be a pick in contention right now. We'll see. Penguins making his choice known to the world. Not a surprise at all. Mango Dave, Silver 5 support, going over, and you know who that leaves. We haven't forgotten about you. That leaves Dr. Peyote going over to Prez. And that is it. These 8 teams